Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic. We're on the Mage. How did this happen, you might ask? Well, humorously, I was actually trying to play World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth, but there's so many connectivity issues with the game right now with retail, and so many bugs that my attempt to play, I just kept lagging out and getting disconnected from the game. And it's funny because the day before yesterday I watched a video that Preach put out about all the bugs and lag in the retail version of the game right now, and I thought to myself, well, that seems pretty severe. I can't believe it's actually like this. And then I go to try to play and I can't even stay connected. And then of course, even though I know it's not me, I spend a bunch of time troubleshooting things on my own, on my end, only to just have it be a total server issue on Blizzard's end. Their game is basically not playable at the moment. It is peak time here in Kansas City, Missouri. So, I don't know. It's pretty amazing. If you haven't seen Preach's video, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you should check it out. I found it pretty entertaining and educating on exactly what causes server stress in a game like WoW and what kinds of calculations the game has to do behind the scenes for all of the systems, and how that can quickly lead to basically catastrophic connection issues like what I experienced myself. So, very good video. Let's see, we are back in the Barrens, you probably noticed. I decided to come back here for a couple of reasons, but mainly because it's a change of pace and because of quests. Stolen Silver, we're going to work on that. Nest south of Ratchet is where we're headed for these Raptors, who've stolen some silver and we're going to try to get it back. Supplies for the Crossroads was an old quest that we should have done a long time ago. Maybe we'll do that. That's to the north. Report to Cadric takes us to the northern Barrens, which I thought we were already in the north, but apparently this is not north enough for them. I think they mean like up here. And so what brought me to the Mage? Well, I had been trying to play my Druid. My Druid in Battle for Azeroth, my Worgen Druid, who is a caster, and so I was just kind of in that mindset where I wanted to do some magic hurling, you know, and we also experienced a bug where all the targets we targeted were just invalid targets for any of our spells. Very unsatisfying. We could melee attack just fine. Oh shit, hi. We could melee attack just fine, but none of our spells were actually able to be effective at all, so... Very funny. It wasn't funny at all, it was frustrating, but it's funny now because now we're here, and we can stay connected to Classic just fine, which I think is hilarious. South of Ratchet, like, to me, that could mean anywhere, but I'm going to assume it's going to be around this mountain. And maybe, like, by this oasis? I think we got a pretty good wand. Well, no frame of reference, it doesn't have a level on it. I think this is a pretty good upgrade for us, this Wand of Decay. How's the rest of our gear looking? Our gear is looking like we really badly need to do a Shadowfang Keep run, but unfortunately it's just hard to get dungeon groups together at lower levels. I don't know if hard, it takes a long time. Because, you know, I think a lot of people are probably at higher levels by now. And I don't know what the alt scene is like, except for me, of course, who can't really settle on one character. I don't know if people are like me, or if they tend to just power level one character till their fingers bleed and that's their main. I mean... I probably used to be more like that. But anyway, the point was, as much as some people despise looking for Group Finder, the group finding tool helps you find groups when you just really want to run a random dungeon. And I like running with random people. You know, I mean, that's all I do. So, for me, the only difference between using a looking for group matchmaking system that's going to do it for me and having to spam in chat is just that I have to spam in chat. I'm going to interact with the group the same way, whether they're on my server or not. And I don't know why so many people are different than that. You know, ultimately you're still anonymous. in reality, and I'm going to interact with people the same way, whether I have to farm and chat for an hour to find them, or whether the game automatically puts me with a group of people who want to do the same thing I want to do at that moment. I'd much rather have the game do the work. It's just a quality of life thing. And I understand that some people really want those social aspects, and you can have those social aspects. You can still befriend these people who get into your group, and you can, you know, especially if we're talking retail, because of cross-server functionality, you can still play with them, so... Basically, I need my looking for group tool back to do lower level dungeons. Alright, so we are south of Ratchet, like pretty well and good, right? Here's some raptors. I'm thinking that we start looking for the nests. Look how many raptors there are here, though. That's kind of intimidating. Everything around us is aggressive. These guys are level 16, which we can best them. Even if they all come at us, I'm confident that we can do this. If we had Blink, I would be more confident. And we need to remember that we can make some food and water for ourselves. What a relief that is. We're gonna have to freeze and run and actually get some... Oh shit, he did not freeze. That ain't good. This could go bad. Holy shite. He crit us. That was bad. We're clothy. We couldn't take two of them. Maybe I'm just out of practice. Let's go with that. Alright. Well, we're back, and there's only one, so let's see if we can deal with it. It's level 18. Helps when they actually, like, stop coming at us for a minute. We're looking for silver, but I'm just seeing eggs so far. Let's go deeper. It's bound to get more dangerous. I don't know if the Raptors have constructed these. I don't see how they could, but the concept of maybe them being able to do that is frightening. Do they have opposable thumbs? I guess they do, right? Okay, can we sheep one of these? Is that a thing? Oh, hell yeah, it is. Bye-bye, little sheep. Bye-bye. That was much more effective than trying to take them both. Let's remember we can sheep beasts and humanoids, okay? Okay. Alright, let's just kill him. We know they can crit for like 100, so we gotta be careful. Just gonna make sure to thoroughly search this area. I'm fearful that we'll have to come back here for eggs and that this isn't the right spot at all, but it's south of Ratchet. And there's raptors, so, I mean, partially it kind of has to be the right spot, but I at least have to investigate it, even if it turns out to be folly. What I like about mining and or leatherworking and herbalism over mining is that we don't have to click on the thing multiple times. Even with herbalism, you get multiple herbs, but you only have to click the thing once. Please don't make me click the thing over and over and over again. I'm not one of those hashtag no changes to classic people. What I love about the game is the bones, the mechanics of it. And for me, there are some things like, you know, getting experience from collecting would be good. There are some quality of life stuff that if they carefully integrated some quality of life and graphical improvements with the core bones of this game, it could probably even reach a wider audience than it already does. But hey, I'm not a game developer. I'm just here for the ride. I'm trying to scan with the mouse to see if anything silver is back here, and guys, I think we're about to clear out this entire camp of raptors for no damn good reason other than raptor slaughter. But at least we have some help? Oh, okay, well in that case, I will take my sheep back. Kind of worried about respawns behind us, but we'll see if that becomes an issue like it so often does. This guy's a hunter, Tauren hunter. Where's his pet? Oh, hunters. Oh, melee hunters in general. Okay, it's fine. He's fine. If you want to be a melee hunter, that's okay. Classic has this thing for you, though. It's called the Survival Hunter, and it actually is a melee spec. I mean, by Classic I meant retail. Classic does not have that. Classic has survival, and you're probably still supposed to use your bow. But this guy's doing his own thing, and I can appreciate that. Stolen silver. Thank God. It is back here, guys. I was tempted to jump into that RFK run, but it would probably be a long run. I don't like to mix questing and dungeoning in one video. Maybe that's a OCD thing of mine I need to get over, because I might need to take opportunities like this in chat if I ever want to. Well, I could get creative with it, but next time. We've gotten the silver. I don't think there's anything else down here that we need to do. Supplies for the crossroads is north. Far to the north. Okay, everything, we have two things that are taking us north. Let's just get back to Ratchet. And we'll turn in the stolen... Actually, does stolen silver even turn in Ratchet? No, it goes to the crossroads. And in that case, we can simply hearth. Because we are a smart player.
Blood and thunder.
We do have the silver. Aha, so the raptors did hide the silver at their lair. It's hard to believe these beasts would have the desire for silver. Perhaps the stories of their intelligence are not as far from the mark as I thought. Thank you. Take this as a reward for your service to us, and know that the guards of the crossroads owe you their next month's pay. We'll take the item instead. What do we need? Nothing. We don't need anything, but we'll sell it. Thanks, Gazrog. You're the best. Alright, and then we could head north. Let's check out the bag situation, though.
What you want?
And make sure we keep up on getting rid of the stuff that we don't need. We're selling all of the stuff that we collect just for the gold.
Be seeing ya.
Because that's the only way we're ever going to afford a mount. Which is something I have not done in Classic yet. What does this guy have for us?
What you want?
Egg? Oh, see the eggs. Oh wait, different eggs. Huh, I thought these were going to be for the raptor eggs. Let's see. Maybe I should read. I've been sent to the crossroads to watch over the land and take note of its happenings for my masters in Orgrimmar. One object of my studies are the insect-like creatures found in the south, in the Field of Giants. We know little of the creatures, so I be making it a point to discover more. They seem to have intelligence to them, more so than any normal animal. Take this digging claw and collect some of the creature's eggs from their mounds, but be careful. If alerted, they will attack you. Ooh. Well. Eh. Oh, it looks cool, though. We're going for it. Not right this minute. Maybe right this minute. Maybe we just go do this, and we try to check off all the things to the south before we go north. What level is this? Egg hunts. He said he gave us an item that we needed. But he didn't? Okay. That's a little weird. But, totally fine. Yeah, let's go fight some of them. I think this would be something different for us to fight for a change. We'll just shoot on down to, Ratchet. I obviously could have already had that quest. We could have knocked it out at the same time. So, cut out some of the running here for you guys. That you probably don't need to see. However, that's quite a view. Alright, we've basically reached the summit here. That's the view we have. We've also got, like, just some raptors in our way that are much lower level than us. Thinking the fields are going to be probably over this way. Perhaps down here in this valley. Or they could be even further to the south, I suppose. Ooh, this is getting kind of steep. Let's not fall to our deaths. Probably turn on track herbs would be a good idea out here. Don't see any sylphid eggs. Just centaur huts, so let's just keep going further south. We'll have to be even more careful. I think the last time we were playing the Mage, I still had all the names and V-bars turned on, and I've turned the names of creatures and stuff off. To me, it's easier to get immersed in the world, and it adds an additional layer of difficulty. By that I mean I often won't see a monster till I've wandered into it. So it makes it so we have to be a little bit more careful and aware of our surroundings, which I like. Because it's another thing we have to think about that makes sense in the context of the world and the game for us to have to think about and consider. So to me it's not pointless difficulty because it's adding to immersion. You know, there's difficulty for the sake of difficulty, and then there's difficulty for the sake of, like, the game and the gameplay. We discovered the Bramble Scar, which is not the Field of Giants. I wonder... like, what is... oh, that's Duskwallow Marsh back there. Okay. So we don't want to go down there. That being said, you know, the Field of Giants, it could be on the other side of the way. This guy's gonna aggro us. So, it just says to the south. So I guess it could be on either side of the road. Or it could be further south, you know? It could be just much, much further south. The Barrens is such an enormous area. It probably wouldn't be awful to head out over here to the other side of the road and just kind of uncover that part of the map. So that in the future we know where we're going and what we're working with as far as directions. Saying Camp Tarajo is to the south as well. We will most likely have quests we could pick up there. But we do have to watch some of these green quests if we want to complete the supplies. I need to do that soon. This is the same. Camouflage is also going to probably go gray if we level maybe once or twice more. But that's not likely to happen unless we do like a ton of questing and fighting. Let's head over to these Tauren huts over here. Or houses, I guess they're houses. I'm hoping these buildings will tell us like something about where we're at, but nothing yet. And they're pretty close to the roads, so it doesn't seem like anything is going on here. Just an abandoned hut in the middle of nowhere. You could make it your home if you had the ability to set your hearth anywhere you want. I think that's a Volpera racial ability in WoW retail, is that they can make a camp, and I'm pretty sure they can bind their hearth to it. That would be pretty awesome, if I'm being honest. That would be like the most useful racial to me ever. As a quester. Now I'm just chasing herbs on the map, hoping that we uncover a point of interest. Oh, we're getting root samples. That's good. From any herbs in the Barrens, right? I think that's what it was. So that's good. These guys are level 18. There's some remains there, but I guess it's nothing. I'd really like to reveal the map. This is the problem I have sometimes in a zone that's like a big uncovered area, is like I don't know what I need to run at to make it say that I've discovered a thing, right? Probably Wailing Caverns would be a start, which is up this way. Wailing Caverns might be something we can do in the Barrens pretty soon. Oh, hello, you're aggressive. Nope, I don't want to shoot that. I want to shoot this. So target the right thing would be helpful. There we go. He's a caster. We could have put dampened magic up, but we didn't. We need to keep our buffs up. I have not been doing good at that today at all. You guys have probably been having your OCDs tweaked in unwanted ways the whole episode as I totally ignore all my buffs. There we go. Hey. Better late than absolutely never at all, right? Can we skin this thing? Oh, we can. This Kodo is gonna thunder zap us as well if we let him get much closer. These are aggressive. The drafts are not. The drafts are... well, they're not aggressive. I'm now of the belief that the Field of Giants is just much further to the south, but we are going to run up here and get our map discovery for Wailing Caverns. We're going to find the rest of our herbs, apparently. And we're going to try not to fight too much stuff that we don't need to, while accomplishing said objectives. Yeah, as soon as I say that, of course. Look at this. Like a hunting party, like on patrol. I'm glad we moved out of the way of that. That would have just annihilated the crap out of us and we never would have understood why. Alright, so they have these wide-ranging patrols that go across this, and like, you don't get patrols like this anymore because they don't design zones or levels like this anymore. Where you have these like really open areas. I can't believe we haven't discovered this yet. There we go. Lushwater Oasis. Alright. To the south we go. Let's head over to this tree. Oh, let's not. Let's head over to the bramble patch. That'll probably uncover something. But let's grab this Mage Royal. Yeah, he's aggressive. Let's take him out from here.
That would be stealing.
I haven't... oh yeah, we've turned error speech back on too, so we'll get to hear our Forsaken's voice. I will say that there are some races that just have terrible voices. The female orc, my least favorite. Female worgen, not great. Human female, great. You know, some of them are fine. Male night elf, great. But a couple of them are very questionable and irksome.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. How may I aid you?